Welcome to another video, in which I want to quickly guide you through the recent relic steps to get your awesome and shiny item level 630 relic weapon as fast and enjoyable as possible. What you need to know, however, is that this weapon beats out every other weapon in the game except the Savage one from Abyssos due to having maxed out secondary stats which other weapons don't have. So there's definitely a good reason to get those weapons for all the jobs you play, aside from looking awesome on some of them. Which leads us to the first step that basically consists of the Hildibrand questline that already started back in A REALM REBORN with the quest The Rise and Fall of Gentlemen, received in Ul'dah. This questline evolves around many funny cutscenes and insightfully designed interactions with a set of characters who will reappear during the length of the whole development of these, even in the ones found in Endwalker. And while I highly recommend to enjoy the whole marathon of comedy, you can technically cut through all the trials and walking from A to B by skipping cutscenes in around 3 hours, when you do a certain trial in a normal way with other players. The only thing I can give you as a tip for that process is to use a ranged physical supporter role like the Bard, Machinist or Dancer to make up for the cooldown on your sprint ability with Peloton, the role ability they have access to reduce the walking time significantly. This of course applies to either way of engaging these quests. However, once you reach the Endwalker stages while offering further story to the Manderville men and all of their friends, we also get the famous and well-known relic weapons myth Gerald into the mix, which is looking for a new catalyst to serve as the foundation to our new relic weapon. And after you proceeded through the first quests, you will have to trade in 3 Manderville meteorites, which will cost you 500 Elagan tomestones of Astronomy each. That again will grant you access to the first stage of relics, the Manderville weapons. And whether you love or hate the decision of Square Enix, the second stage will offer another set of very enjoyable and funny quests, featuring the Inspector, Godbird and many other characters. And then you're demanded to bring in another 3 complementary chondrites to the same lady, which do cost the same exact amount of tomestones. So for one relic weapon you need to spend exactly 3000 tomestones of Astronomy, which leads us to the actual part of the guide. How can you grind these effectively, quickly, and most importantly, in the most enjoyable way? As every goal should be measured by the joy you felt to get there, right? And as Square lacked the ideas or simply manpower, probably because of most of the team is dealing with another game at the moment, we are just dealing with tomestones, that you basically get from all different forms of endgame content, plus the one or the other duty roulette that leads us to lower level content as well. First of all, you should always prioritize that form of content you enjoy the most, so my personal direction went for Crystalline Conflict or the big 24 people alliance raids, because I simply enjoy doing these types of content right now, as I lack the time for Savage and already have leveled up most of the battle jobs available. The good thing about that, they provide solid tomestones in a reasonable amount of time, and the alliance raid also grants access to other valuable methods and ways how to receive recent gear and glamour that looks ridiculously awesome, plus the coins you need to upgrade for Lunar Envoy pieces. On top of that, the more people take part in content, the higher is the chance you get bonus tomestones for when someone hasn't cleared the raid yet, which actually has a solid chance on Euphrosyne right now. Not so much on Aglaia, but I still like doing it for the glamour sets that I haven't fully collected yet, and that also grants a baseline of 100 Astronomy tomestones for the completion. PvP on the other hand really is all about having fun with that content, but also serves as a good alternative to mix things up and to not fall into the tedious grind spiral of doing the same thing over and over again. Which is one of the only advantages of just having to grind tomestones. You simply have control over the choice of content. But what about the big sellers? Yes, of course, if you haven't done these already, you should go for your duty roulettes that offer some Elagan tomestones of Astronomy. And while it technically doesn't grant that much more than the first 2 methods presented, it offers another level of alternation, as mostly you won't run the same trials, raids and dungeons over and over again. Yes, the random alliance raid maybe, but getting Circus Tower over and over again is definitely giving you those sexy 120 Astronomy in approximately 15 minutes. The Duty Roulette normal raid also has a trick up its sleeve because compared to the others, it has a high chance to open up some of the most recent Endwalker raids, where chances are kinda high that somebody hasn't done that sort of content yet, and depending on the power level of your group, you can clear a boss in around 6 minutes, which is 60 Astronomy plus the chance to get another 40 for the bonus, plus a high chance for the baseline 20 you get for the Endwalker raid's normal completion. So in the best case scenario, 120 in 6 minutes, which is blazingly fast. I mean, you could even hunt for these chances by queuing up to every of the Abyssos or Asphodelos raids normally, without the duty roulette, simply as they can be cleared quickly. while providing a chance to get the bonus, and while still offering plenty of fun as you're playing your endgame character with your endgame gear and rotation. So all the benefits of character building and learning come into play here. Nonetheless, there's one method that beats them all in terms of efficiency, especially if you count in some of the other rewards you're getting, which are hunt trains. Oh no, not that again. Funnily enough, these hunt trains, no matter how much player made they are the closest form of content coming a little bit in line with Bozja or Eureka's massive exploration zones, as you have a really massive bunch of people hunting down enemies together. Here I easily get 360 tomestones of Astronomy in about 15 minutes on a fast train, and the same amount in 20 minutes on a normal one. And as this is the only glimpse of MMO content you get right now, I don't want to ruin the fun for you. So if that is something of your interest, join a Discord server for A rank trains or the one or the other clan link shell for hunts, and just enjoy the fun of the meta. It can be a tedious process, and a lot of appreciation goes out to all the scouters and organizers of these massive player events, but if you never experienced it, you should give it a try. Yes, causality, clusters, sack of nuts are also included in this package, so really a jack of all trades with the only feel of doing something MMO-like right now. But surely, if you guys have more ideas of how to grind down Alagan tomestones of Astronomy, let me know in the comments. Still, I hope this could be a bit of help to some of you, especially those that never did any relic quest before. So thank you for watching, and until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep loving Final Fantasy.